You picked up on every single entity in this
What?
home. Yeah, there are
yes.
4 really well-known spirits
Okay.
in this home. Hi, I'm Elise, but my sister calls me Sissy.
And I'm her sister, Heidi.
And we're your favorite psychic sisters, spilling the tea on intuitive hits, psychic moments, and the unbelievable stories everyday people experience. Because we have a secret for you. We're all psychic. Yep, even you.
So come on, sis. Grab your favorite mug and cozy up. The kettle's hot.
Well, we're just like sisters today. Hey, twin.
Girl, our hair.
I didn't know you were going to crimp it today, too.
I didn't intend to do that, but because our air conditioner is broken, I realized I can't curl it. So I slept with braids last night. And
well, it looks lovely.
Yours looks more intentional.
Well, mine's actually quite windblown as well because fun thing about Dublin, the amount of times I went from putting my sunglasses on to putting my jacket on to putting my hood up because it was raining to putting my sunglasses back on again in like 45 minutes today. I was walking home and I had my sunglasses on and then all of a sudden it started pouring out of nowhere with the sun shining too. Yeah. And I just started laughing and I'm just like, this is great. Love it. It is just all over the place, just like me. So,
but you have lived in Minnesota where we get 4 seasons in one day. So at least you didn't get any snow with it.
That is facts. Yeah. No, there was not snow.
Well, I am super duper excited for today because this is a full episode of just practice. So get ready, everybody. We're going to go to a couple different locations today. I don't know where one of them is, but I know where the other one is.
Oh, you're in for a treat, sissy. You are in for a treat. But before we get into all the fun, spooky locations today, if you have not yet already, I know I say this every time, but I'm going to continue to say it. Be sure you are following us and hit that bell if you're on YouTube so that you get notified when we put out new episodes. And also, it just lets us know that what we're talking about is resonating and it lets YouTube and the platforms know that you like our shit so we can keep doing this. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. All right, sisters, let's cheers and get ready for our episode.
Clink, 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 clink. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's get into the tea.
Okay. Heidi, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
Oh my God. Of course I want to go first because I woke up this morning to your text being like, hey, do some research on a haunted location today and bring a couple pictures. I took that literally because I don't like reading research. I like immersive research. So
you
I
watched
went
a video.
to I went to a haunted location today.
Wait, what? Okay.
It was so exciting. And I took pictures, but it was super cool because I did a tour. And so I got to hear a lot of background stories. So I know some history of this haunted location, a place that I didn't know existed. But I know now that I got the tour of it, I got a lot of really interesting stories. So I have some photos that you can check out and then see what you pick up.
Okay, so our plan for this is that Heidi and I both have 2 haunted locations. And I also had the stipulation that it can't be negative haunted, like no demonic activity or anything. I want it to be friendly haunted. Maybe when we get better at this, we can be better at like protecting ourselves. But I also wanted to keep our listeners safe. So we picked some nice little hauntings. And what we're going to do is neither one of us knows the location. And I am, well, except now you told me it's Dublin. But
yeah, sorry,
other than
I didn't know
it's
that.
okay. It's okay. I really only know a couple places in Dublin, and we already visited 2 of them. So,
yeah. And this one is one I did not know existed. So
cool.
I hope you didn't either.
I really don't. As much as I love ghost hunting shows, like the second I watch them, I completely forget because they kind of all blend together.
They do.
So my hope is that you can do this at home too. Tap into the location while we are tapping into the location. and see what you pick up. And then after we're done tapping in, we're going to tell you about the history of the location to see if any of it resonates. So it looks like I'm going first then. You're going to show me a place and
I'm going to show you a place. Okay. So this is the photos that I took. So that down in there is a crypt that I went into.
You went into that?
I went into it. So this is the stairs as I'm down in there. And while you were in there, you could only take a photo of the passageway. So this is the crypt, the actual crypt. And off to the side, you can kind of see on the edges, there are vaults. So all of these vaults were filled with
Don't tell me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I want to know as little about this as possible.
I know,
Heidi.
but I also have stories of like the people who are there. So I didn't know if that was something you want to pick up. But yeah, also just fun fact, the reason why I'm so cheesy in this photo is because the old man named John, who is my tour guide, said, say mummies. So I'm saying mummies.
Okay, John. You know,
he's so cute.
Whatever works for tourism, that's fine.
Yeah. He's so funny.
All right. Well, if you are listening only and you can't see these images, we're also going to post them on our social media. So we'll add a link to that in our show notes. All right. So is that it? Are those your pictures?
If you want to see the outside as well, because it's underneath this building right here.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That looks very medieval. I love this.
Doesn't it?
So it looks like an old castle-like building with some crypts below it.
Creepy.
Okay, then. I think I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Looks like Dorothy doors. Like we're not in Kansas
down
anymore,
into the cellar.
Oh gosh. All right. I'm going to try and tap in. If you want to leave one of those images up so I can just look at it real quick.
Oh yeah.
This is my limiting belief, you guys, that I think I have to see it in order to tap in. I don't. Okay. So yeah, for those of you that aren't looking, Heidi's still going to send out the energy. I feel like you can send out the energy of where you were there. And
I can send out.
We can still tap into that. Okay. So I'm seeing a couple different figures. I'm getting like 2 male energies and one's female. But the male, like one male is like, is he very religious? Like very Catholic? Everything has to be done the right way. Maybe even like a priest or something. I don't know. I'm seeing like attire that priests wear, but maybe that's just a symbol for somebody that's a practicing Catholic. Still working on my symbols, guys. But the other male energy that I'm getting is like this drunk guy.
Man, I love it.
So very different, obviously. One might not like the other. Yeah, I just keep seeing like liquor bottles.
I love it.
Liquor bottles. I'm seeing like a journal, feather. Maybe the feather is like a quill. Maybe he's writing. I'm kind of getting the two mixed up right now. Maybe the religious person is like writing prayers, lessons on scripture. Is it connected to a church? Like, is it in the basement of a church? Or is that...
Do you want me to tell you that right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that building that you're looking at is a church.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. It's funny because it looks so...
It looks like a castle.
Like,
I specifically didn't show you the stained glass window photos.
Oh, that would have done it. Cool. Okay. Maybe that's the religious aspect I was thinking of. Friar? Are they called friars? I'm getting friar.
That word sounds familiar. Let me Google it real quick.
Okay. Come on, PK.
I'm sorry.
No, but we weren't Catholic. We were Presbyterian. It's okay.
Friar? Is it like with a Y or IAR?
I think it's Y.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Religious friar, FRIAR, is a male member of a Catholic mendicant order who takes a vow of poverty, chastity, and obedience.
Yes.
Oh, unlike monks who live in isolated stationary monasteries, friars interact daily with the public.
Okay.
The more you know.
Well, that's kind of just what I already said, so it doesn't really help much. Come on, spirit.
No, it's okay.
I feel like the woman is a lot more quiet and reserved, but maybe people hear her, or I feel like people hear sounds like a whistling or what are they called? Disembodied voices.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And maybe they hear her. She just seems like she looks like she's in poverty, but not super sad or anything. Like this is just her life. And I feel like she's just there because she wants to like make sure everything's in order. And this is like, I don't think she realizes, I don't know if she realizes she's deceased. No, but this religious person that keeps coming up like super strong. I feel like he's pokey. Like he pokes people maybe, or like touches them. Like, boop, boop.
Oh, like physically.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't know. Or maybe that's the drunk guy. Gosh, I am seeing a lot of yellow. I'm not sure what that's about.
Okay.
Yellow, maybe there's something to me that's like happy and solar plexus power.
Yeah.
Self-assured. So maybe somebody's very self-assured there. Oh, somebody connected to like the water, like maybe this is the drunken guy, but I'm seeing the helm of a ship. Maybe he was a drunken sailor. Let me see if I can get names. I'm still working on that, but at least a sound or something. Immediately what popped up was an M, but then I heard a sound, but then I think that's just the like I'm a pirate. Then that's my ego talking maybe. Now I can't get the song. What would you do with a drunken sailor? Stuck out of my head. Okay. John? Well, that's not an M or an R. All right, I'm going to step away from names right now. And then for the woman, I'm getting something like a nickname, like Liza, but it's Elizabeth, or like a shortened version of the name. And I'm seeing flowers. I feel like, I'm not sure if people have like a ritual or something around a certain time where they bring flowers to this location, but it seems like the spirits really like that. It seems like it's connected to like solstices or solstice. Is it solstice? How do you say the solstice times?
Yeah.
Something like that. Like more pagan rituals, which is interesting because of if it's a Catholic church. I don't know. I guess they have a lot of overlap. I feel like I'm kind of tapped out and I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous at all.
I know. I tried to pretend like it was just us, even though I know people are going to listen to this, which is hard. But
I know. I think that's the hard part. Let me pull up my notes.
I feel bad because I didn't really get specifics. Oh, wait. Hang on, because I just got something else. It's like the number 2 or the second, something about, are there 2 not catacombs, what are they called? What were you in?
Crypts.
2 crypts. Are there 2 crypts? Or like at the second turn, that's where I am. I don't know. That's just kidding.
Okay. There's multiple crypts, but only one is open to the public because the others are like crumbling and no thank you. So let me go through this. Oh, did you want to guess like a year or like a date?
Oh God.
Or like
the first
era?
thing that came to me was like the 1100s, like the 12th century, but also 12th, 13th century, but also like, I don't know, the architecture might give it away. So
no, I wouldn't know.
Actually, not really for that time frame because it was all over the place.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the info?
Yeah. Okay. Hang on. I'm just writing something down. 82. Okay.
What did you write down?
I wrote down 82.
Okay.
I don't know. That just popped in.
I like it. All right. So this is St. Michan's Church.
Michan's. Maybe there's the M. Okay.
Michan's. There you go. It was built on the site of the first chapel on site there was made in 1095.
Ooh.
And it was built on the early Norse Viking foundation. And it was the only North Side parish church surviving from the Viking foundation.
Whoa, that's wild.
Yeah.
So
it's super
1100. Old. That's pretty close.
Yeah, pretty darn close.
But again, that's like my architecture background coming through. I'm sorry.
Well, but also the church was rebuilt. So the current church, that picture that you are seeing, that one was built in 1686.
Okay. Oh, yes.
So yeah. So the crypts and that church is really the 1600s.
Okay.
And it's all limestone and just completely untouched there.
It's limestone's so porous. That's interesting.
I know. So it is super interesting. Okay, there's like a lot that I want to talk about on all these things that you said. So originally, those crypts, so the crypt is like that whole underground thing. And then the vaults are like these literal, like, just like boxes, like long spots where people can put like multiple coffins in. So when you have people die, you can put them in the coffin and then like put them all in there. And you can stack multiple coffins on top of each other in those vaults. So originally, only clergy, nuns, and monks were put in those crypts in the vaults. But then the really rich elite people wanted to be there too. So they would pay the equivalent of what today would be $500,000 to purchase a vault. And when they purchased a vault, then it was theirs forever, like indefinitely. And they were the ones that needed to like take care of that vault. So the church just housed it, but then they had to take care of the vault. So more on that in a little bit. So when you picked up on like the religious people, the priest, a nun, you even said, they're all there. So
okay, that makes sense.
They are all there. And then the one that when you first said two men, I immediately thought of the two brothers that are there, and they are in the second crypt or second vault to the right.
Oh, okay. I was getting like the second one. Oh my gosh, two brothers.
The second vault to the right. And they're two brothers, Henry and John.
Oh,
Shears.
John. Yes. Okay.
So they were brothers. They were lawyers from Cork, and they were members of the United Irishmen.
Okay.
So they really kind of were like pioneers of this rebellion.
Ooh.
It was all in the time of, because it was, so the year, 1766. So this was that's when they were born. Sorry, 1766 and 1753 is when they were born. They died in 1798 by a very gruesome execution.
Oh.
Because they were betrayed by an informer, Captain Armstrong, who was like a friend of the family, but then went behind their backs and totally outed them.
Interesting.
So their death warrant is, there's a copy of it there in the crypt. And they were sentenced to being hung, drawn, and quartered.
Ugh.
Do you want to know what that means?
No. Pulled behind a horse or something?
No. So first they were hung, but cut down before they died, right? So then they were still alive. And then they were disemboweled while they were still alive.
See, this is why I don't ask, how did you die, if I know it's somebody from a long, long time ago, because I don't want to know this
It's
shit.
wild. So yeah, their guts were taken out while they were alive.
Some
and
people
then
are eating breakfast still.
It gets darker. And then burned. Like not their body, just their bowels were burned in front of their faces, obviously. And then the final thing was then they were decapitated. Thank God. At that point, they were like, please.
It's about time.
After that, then their bodies were quartered with like a sword. They would cut them in half and in half again, basically as a spectacle because they committed high treason. And so to keep people in line, this was all done in front of the public. But these two brothers, their remains were put in this coffin and they're at the crypt now. They're in the vault. And they're side by side. And this is, if you Google the St. Michan's Church crypt, like you can see a vault. We couldn't take pictures of any of the vaults, but there's some online. So if you look online, you can see some of their vaults. But then the most wild thing to me was some of these vaults, most of them had like gates. They didn't renovate anything. So it's just like these old gates on it, but you can still see through. A couple of them didn't have any doors on it. And it was just like this stone archway, and you can go right up to it. And then less than a foot into it, you see a fucking mummy and bones and like a skull right there. And I was like, I could touch that if I wanted to. It was the most wild experience I've ever had. But one of them, so all these vaults had like stacks of coffins. And then the coffins are obviously like decaying because they're hundreds of years old. And so one of them was of a woman, and they didn't have a lot of information on this woman. So I don't know her name. I don't know her backstory, but they know it was a woman because of the way her hips are, obviously. And her whole mummified body and bones were just like literally 2 feet from me. And I was just staring at him. And I was like, oh, I wish I knew more about you.
Yeah.
But the thing with the flowers, so there are a couple of these coffins had the funeral wreaths that are hundreds of years old, that if you just like touched them or blew on them, they would just poof, disintegrate.
No way.
Yeah. So they were bringing in, like they did bring in flowers, like they would have ceremonies, like I think it was annually, just like you were talking about, but they had to stop doing them because they realized the crypt itself was super dry, and it had all the right conditions so that it would mummify the bodies and keep them preserved. But if you were bringing fresh flowers in, it was introducing bacteria and moisture. So then they said, we can't do that anymore. So they haven't been bringing the flowers. So I wonder if they're sad about that.
I hope not. Maybe they're just acknowledging that they did that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Wow. And then the drunk guy in the liquor bottles. I have a feeling it is this guy who was not well liked. And his story was extremely interesting. So William Clements, he was the 3rd Earl of County Leitrim. So he was born in 1806, but in 1854, he inherited 90,000 acres across Leitrim, Donegal, Kildare, and Galway.
Must be
and
rough.
He was arguably Ireland's most hated landlord. And he would evict people for like the most ridiculous reasons. So, and he didn't care if you were old, young, what time of year it was. He did not care. This guy was just pure evil, basically. So, for example, he had his like gorgeous mansion and a long driveway. And so people would come down the driveway and line up to try to talk to him to ask for like an extension, or I'll just give you this much this time and whatever. But he could see in his office, he could see like all the people lining up and waiting to talk to him. At one point, he was watching and a man left the line and went to the forge, which is where the blacksmith was. The blacksmith was working there. It was winter, so the forge was warm, but it turns out this guy was friends with the blacksmith that he just wanted to go and say hi to him. So he left the line and then he went back into line after a while, right? So when that guy gets in to talk to William Clements, he said, I noticed that you left the line. Why did you do that? Or where'd you go? And he's like, oh, I went to talk to my friend, the blacksmith, and we were just chatting. And he goes, but you should have gone to the back of the line after that. You shouldn't have gone back into the line where you were. So he evicts him. Not only that, when the blacksmith goes home, he finds his family waiting outside because they were evicted also.
No.
Like, this guy was awful.
Jerk.
So much so that his family even hated him. So in his vault, they have this like massive door, but they cut circles into it so you can see into it. And then they lit up that vault and it's super cool. He's like, look into this vault and tell me what looks different from all the other ones. These caskets were all so ornate and gorgeous and beautiful. And they're like, this is the vault of this really rich and powerful family. They were all lords. But if you looked on the side, there was one very plain casket. It had no gorgeous markings, no anything. It was a very plain wooden casket. That is the one that William Clements is in because his family was so mad at him that they're like, he's not going to be buried with any sort of honors. And when they were having the funeral, there was like a mob of people that wanted to get to the casket to get him out of the casket and throw him into the River Liffey. So when you saw like water too, I was like, oh, I wonder if he like knew that they were going to try to throw him into the River Liffey.
Goodbye, sailor.
Because they hated him so much. So,
wow.
So he was actually, the reason why he died, he was actually ambushed and shot by like three men. And they were hailed as like the heroes. And only one of them got arrested, but he died before he even got to trial. Just a very interesting story how like his family didn't even like him. So I was like, that was a lot of negative energy.
Yeah, I felt like he was mean and just, I feel like he does poke, like he wants to poke people. Like he's still got that mean, I'm just gonna.
I know. Oh, I got chills when you said that too. But like when you were saying that, I was like, oh, I could totally see his spirit being like that. Like just like still have a bone to pick with people for no fucking reason. He just seemed like a awful human being.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and then you had feather and quill and writing.
Yeah.
I mean, everything there was copies of things, but it was all like handwritten in quill, feather and quill. I mean, I guess you have to back in the 1600s.
I guess. Yeah. That's like when I'm like, okay, spirit, come on. Obviously, this has to be.
Yeah. But anyways, that was super cool. And you did great. You even got John.
I got John.
The 2 brothers.
Although, you know, it's funny. I almost didn't say it because I'm like, come on, everyone's name is John. I'm just picking the most popular. But just always say it.
Trust your nudges. Always say it.
Cool.
Yay.
All right. Well, now I've got one for you. And I'm not going to tell you the location of it other than it is very close to a place we used to live, which we've lived in quite a few states.
I know. Does not help.
Iowa, Illinois, Kentucky, Missouri, Nebraska, Minnesota. One of those states.
Super. So somewhere in the Midwest, perhaps.
Did I say all of them? Maybe I. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, it's one of those. All right. I'm going to share the picture right now. So this is the exterior of the home. And there's actually 2 wings to this building. One was built. Oh, I won't give you dates. I'm sorry. One was built earlier and one was the addition.
In 18 something.
I mean, it is the United States. So obviously it's not going to be 1100.
Yeah.
And then this is another image of just the exterior, what it looks like today.
Ooh, okay.
It's got a little balcony out front. It's got some American flags. And then this is the only interior shot I have. Actually, I've got a lot of interior shots, but this is the only one I want to share. It's kind of interesting. It just has a whole vibe, but there's what looks like, I don't know, is that a deer or an elk?
A moose?
I don't know what it is. It's huge. It's above the fireplace.
I mean, if it was a moose, it doesn't have any antlers.
It doesn't have any antlers, so I can't really tell.
But don't the moose shed their antlers? Anyways, we're getting distracted.
They do. Whatever. It's very interesting ambiance here. And this is kind of like what the whole house looks like right now. So it's interesting. So which image would you like me to stay on while you tune in?
The front of
the house?
Yeah, that one's good. Okay, so before you showed me anything, I just like jumped to Kentucky, but I don't know. I'm feeling Illinois too. So maybe somewhere around there between Illinois and Kentucky. Ohio, is that a thing? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways.
Is that a thing? It's a state.
I mean, like location wise, I'm like, is that anywhere near? Yeah, I know I drove through it when I moved to Maine. It was very boring. Anyways, sorry, anybody who lives in Ohio. Okay, so I felt like a female presence and she was very sad. Like, even when you first showed me the inside, it was like a sad woman. Did she lose a child? It feels like there might have been a child that she lost or something. It feels like the husband or the man of the house was like not well liked. I don't know if it was by public or just by her, because there's a lot of tension energy, it feels like. Heaviness. There was just so much heaviness when I saw the interior photo too. It doesn't feel like a happy place. You were like friendly ghost.
I mean,
okay, this wasn't the axe murder house, was it?
No.
Like, okay.
I specifically chose a place where there's no like gruesome murders and no like devilish entities
I didn't get that memo. Sorry.
It's okay. No, I chose not to. Spirit, no, I didn't want to know how they died. They didn't show me. It's okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. I heard Sarah. I don't know if there is a Sarah associated with this. It's just very quiet. Like, it's very quiet. Like, nobody talked a lot about things. It feels like very stifled. Like, I feel like, I mean, you're a woman, so you are very much told to shut up and you are property.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I got. This man is yucky. I don't like this man. And they are like not even anywhere near each other in the afterlife, I feel like. Like they're not associated with each other.
Okay.
I guess you can do that. But there's like a little boy or like a child who she's very connected with on the other side. So she's showing me that like it was sad in life, but in the afterlife they're together and he grew up. So maybe he died as like a baby or a young kid. It just seems like the three of them. It's just maybe there was one more, but I'm not getting a whole lot more, but it's just like a quiet, like uncomfortable feeling.
That's awesome. Okay, let me ask you this. Looking at the house, where do you feel like the most activity takes place? The second story, the first story, or the basement?
Oh, I didn't know there was a basement.
No, it's okay.
And my eye was drawn to the top floor, the white. Is that a door? Like right above the main doors?
Yeah. Yep.
There's a white door. My eye was drawn there. Let me see if I can feel. It still feels like the second floor had some activity. Or maybe that's just where their bedroom was. I don't. Okay, now I want to know. Tell me everything.
Okay, let me just ask you one more question. See if you can. Because you are like super spot on a lot of this. Now, I will tell you the second floor is where the most activity is. However, there is also a little bit of activity in the basement.
Yeah.
Tap into that and tell me what you see down there.
Yucky. At first I saw blood, but then I was like, no, there can't be blood because this wasn't a gruesome, gory spot.
That we know of.
That we know of.
Yes.
Okay. What is happening in the basement? Okay. There's like this. I just saw like in Home Alone, the scary radiator thing. Like monster.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
That's like the flash that they gave me. What else happened? Did somebody take their life in the basement?
It is unknown, but that's actually what I picked up as well.
Yeah, it feels like I see a rope, so I guess you can use your imagination there.
Yep.
Ugh, I don't like it.
Okay. So, wow, this is so good because you picked up on every single entity in this home.
What?
Yeah, there are 4 really well-known spirits in this home.
Well, I only did 3. I had this. Well, 4 was like a afterthought.
You picked up on all 4. Let me tell you why. Okay, because I think one of them might have been kind of mixed with another one. We'll see.
Okay.
So this is called the Beattie Mansion. Oh, sorry, the Beattie Mansion. I'm not sure. It's Beattie. I think it's Beattie Mansion.
Oh,
and it is in St. Joe, Missouri.
So Missouri, I was way off.
No, you weren't. It's okay. You got the energies right. Like, it's okay.
That's all that matters.
We're still working on it, right?
Yeah.
So this home, actually, what's kind of interesting, I noticed from the place that you chose and the place that I chose, there's a similar name, Armstrong.
Armstrong, yeah.
So this home was built by Armstrong and his wife, Eliza Beattie, in 1854, and they lived there for 25 years. So Armstrong was actually really well liked. He was the town's mayor for 5 terms. No, not whoops, because I think you were picking up on the entity in the basement that was not well liked. So he was well liked. However, you did say it wasn't known if maybe it's his wife that didn't like him.
Yeah.
They didn't really say much about it. So there is a lot of speculation though. But Armstrong died of cholera. He actually had cholera for quite a few times. I guess you can have a few bouts of cholera, but he died in 1878. And then 2 years later, it said Eliza died of heartbreak. And they had no children. And so after that, don't be disheartened though, Heidi. Don't be disheartened. After that, this home turned into the home of the friendless. These women took it over and they turned it into home of the friendless in 1882 to 1895, a refuge for the unhoused and orphans and unwanted mothers. So back then in the 1800s, there were actually over 80 brothels in St. Joe, Missouri. I didn't even know there were that many buildings in St. Joe.
Right.
But there were a ton of brothels. And so there were a ton of young unwed mothers. And so they would go there to have their babies and live there. Sometime in between 1882 and 1895, there was a little girl named Mabel Ideen who died in the home at the age of 4 from an illness. But she's still there. And she mainly stays in her bedroom on the second floor. And people do think that because Eliza didn't have any kids, she's still there, like hanging out with the young kid, with Mabel.
Interesting.
And she's very protective of her home and of Mabel. And she's also quite strict and rude, if you will.
Ew.
So Eliza is the matriarch of the house, of course, and she wants everything to be, just so. So she doesn't like when men come into the space and like kind of taunt the ghosts, right? Like, I don't think Zach Baggins would fare very well.
I was just going to say,
not like him.
Exactly what I was thinking.
And then in 1895 to 1995, it was a nursing home. And then in 95 to 2000, it turned into a rehab housing unit. And they did not give any specifics, but they do think that one of the rehab people died in the basement. And there is a little bit of unease around that energy. And he is very icky, like gives people the ick, like creepy vibes. He is mischievous. He always pokes around the corner. People see shadows everywhere, but he only stays in the basement. And some people are like, well, he's just playing pranks and teasing. So it's kind of funny that you said the radiator monster.
Yeah.
But lots of people get uneasy. They just get a really uneasy feeling in the basement, and they do not like it down there. So interesting. In 2004, this man named Michael Burkhart, he bought it and he tried to turn it into a B&B, a bed and breakfast. But the workers were too scared away because they kept hearing voices and seeing apparitions, like full-bodied apparitions.
Oh, shit.
And the most common one was Eliza on the second floor. They would hear her humming and breathing, but they also said that she was very sad, very somber, because a lot of people think it was that she was sad that her husband died and she had no heirs.
Oh my God. I got full body goosies.
She's always kind of associated with very much sadness. But when Michael lived there, when he first moved in for I think the second night he was there, he heard music, like a party happening downstairs. And he heard laughter. And it was so strong, but it was during a thunderstorm. So he's like, who is outside having a party in a thunderstorm? So he gets up out of bed and he walks down. And as soon as he gets to the stairs, it stops. The music just stops.
My God.
He's like, well, okay, maybe there's something going on here. And then another instance was the caretaker. His name is Kelly. He slept there one night. And again, during a thunderstorm, he hears these 3 big booms on his doors, like boom, boom, boom on his door. And so he has all the guts in the world and goes to check the door. I would hide under the covers.
Yeah.
And he said as soon as he goes into the hallway, he notices every single door is open. And he closed them that night because he shuts everything down. All swung wide open. And he's like, I couldn't sleep in there ever after that, ever again.
Fuck that.
Eliza has often been heard on as EVPs, so electric voice phenomena, when ghost hunters come and try to talk to them. She's heard a lot as saying, I'm not leaving. She's very territorial.
Oh my God. I keep getting full body goosies when you talk about her. Like her energy is, it's a lot.
However, another EVP that comes through a lot is, I'm so sorry. It's my fault. I'm sorry.
Oh.
And people don't know if it's related to Eliza or maybe somebody that took their own life in this basement.
Interesting.
Those are the two main voice phenomena they hear. And then as for Armstrong, he was also a banker. So what's interesting is he's always heard in the East Wing, which is the original wing, and he's heard whistling cheerfully, pacing back and forth with the soles of his shoes, just clunk, 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 because he wore fancy shoes. And because he was a banker, people noticed that dimes and change are missing or move around a lot. And people tend to use that as trigger objects. So if anyone picked up on coins, that would be very appropriate. Let's see. Oh, Mabel, she is heard as just laughing, a lot of kid laughing and singing, and she loves to play with toys. So anytime you bring toys, she'll play with them. But what's interesting is people are confused. They're like, if Eliza was so sad that Armstrong's passed, why aren't they together now? And it may be because she's just so much in grief that she doesn't realize that she's also passed. And so like, you guys are on the same plane now. Come on, go meet each other.
Well, because she's so in that house still, too, you know, like not leaving. She even says, I'm not leaving. So that's wild.
So that's the backstory of that.
Well, I didn't get Mabel. I got a little boy, but whatever.
But still, like little child spirit and close to Eliza. I think that's so cool. Oh, and people do say that they have seen Eliza on that exact place, on that patio, on the balcony where you said, that feels very active. They see her out there.
I'm wondering too, because when you were doing mine, you said Liza.
I said Eliza, and I didn't even realize.
Are you picking up on your own?
I didn't. I bet subconsciously I was like, oh, I wrote that down last night. So Eliza, but it was a nickname. It was more nickname for me than that just came off my tongue.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm curious how you did, if you picked up anything with us.
Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this practice, then you will really love our membership, which is a lovely community where it's just a safe space for us to do these practices and to work our intuition just like the muscle it is, practice things like this, and work our way into being psychic because we believe it's a trainable skill. So check that out if you'd like to, psychicsisterT.com/membership, or check the link in our show notes.
All right, I need to get out of here. I'm sweating balls.
I know. Oh, God, go get an ice cream or something.
I'm going to go shove my head in the freezer. Okay, and until next time, keep the psychic stories brewing.
And we'll keep the kettle on for you. Bye. Bye.